A big thank you to Marbella International University Centre and to Radio Television Marbella for my intern, the lovely Elisa. You've just finished your exams. Congratulations.
My final year, finally graduating from the university. I'm done now. I'm working with you all the time. I'm yours for
You're
now.
mine. Oh gosh, I'm just so happy. It's been fun watching you getting ready for your finals, because at the beginning you're studying, you're doing practical experience, and then suddenly you like, oh my gosh, I've got to give in my final paper, I've got the exams. How was the last few weeks?
I mean, it was harsh. I had so many papers. I had the capstone project. I had to join my classes, and then I had work with you. So all at the same time. That's why I stopped our internship for a few weeks just to concentrate on my exams. I finished everything by the deadlines. Everything is done. I have graduation in a month. So I'm finally done with my university life, and now trying to figure out what I want to do after, in which sector I want to work, with whom I want to work, and what I want to do in my life.
And there's so many options. That's the nice thing.
Yeah, there are. And thanks to you, Nicole, by the way, because working with you behind the scene most of the times, I saw I saw the process, I saw everything, what you are going through. And this is where I guess I found my passion in life. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to study. And I guess that in the future, I mean, choosing the university for my master's, let's say, I'll go for journalism. I'll learn more. I'll maybe by the time will feel more confident in front of the camera when doing the radio. But all thanks to you. I mean, now I know more or less which way should I go.
Well, it's very sweet of you to say, but it really is thanks to you. You put yourself on this route. What was your decision choosing Marbella to come and study? Because you're from Russia?
I'm from Russia, yes. So when I was 13, my parents sent me to the boarding school in Switzerland, where I finished my studies when I was 18. I finished the school. Then I moved to London. I've applied to the UL University, where I studied for 1 year, and I met my boyfriend there. So basically, me being 18 years old and being so in love, he just told me, let's move to Marbella. I've never been here before. I didn't even knew where Marbella is. Then I went to Google, I checked Marbella is in Spain. I was like, okay, Spain, I don't know. But being so in love, I just followed him. And you know, I feel more than happy that I came here, because I wasn't really into the London life. It was too much for me by that time. And moving here, I felt, I don't know, I would love to stay here. But for now, maybe for like 10 years, when I'll have to work and I'll have to find myself, I'll go to a bigger city. But for sure, I'll come back to Marbella in my, I don't know, 50s with my children. And I'll live here. I love this place.
Because you found it, as you're saying, very comforting. No, like London's very big.
Yeah,
it's,
too many
kind of be
people.
lonely, and here it's just a nice size. You can actually meet people.
Nice people. You live by the sea, palms all over you, nice weather. I mean, this is what you can dream of.
And doing something that you obviously are very passionate about.
And that you love. Especially meeting you and doing, I mean, this kind of job which I enjoy, which I don't even consider a job. I mean, living this life is my dream. So I guess I am finding myself, I am finding my way, and I'm on the right direction for now.
It's interesting, don't you find, behind the scenes, seeing the different guests, meeting the different personalities.
Yes.
It's such a mix that makes up Marbella.
It is. Even today, we had about 10 people. And everyone are just talking, meeting each other, having a breakfast all together. I see how nervous people before and how calm and relaxed they become when they talk. I see all the process, how the cameraman works, how you work, the way you talk. And this is what actually inspires me. This is what I love seeing. I love being in such industry, talking to people, meeting new people all the time, making connections. This is I mean, this is the best what you can do in your life, like in my own opinion.
Social media is a big part of your studies, a big part of a youngster's life today. We were chatting one day, and it's funny how what we did hands-on in our day of networking and meeting people, how you guys do that through this surreal world online.
I mean, social media is a big part of every day for everyone, because social media grows. All the advertisement and everything goes through social media. So I think it's really important to know like these networks, to know the, I don't know, the website, the apps, whatever, to be inside the social media. But at the same time, there is always a limit, because there is huge problems occurs now with young age people who are too much into the social media, who are basically living their life in social media, being bullied, falling in love, and all of this, which has to be in real life, are now in social media. So there has to be a frames, I guess, for everything. I mean, social media, the big part, this is what I'm studying, this is what I love too. But
you also always cover that aspect,
yeah, I mean,
of how to grade it, because I have comparable. I remember life before the being online. You have an idea,
yes,
but my granddaughter was born into it. She's got no choice.
Well, when
now.
I was born, I think when I was about 6 years old, there was a first phone. I got it from China, from my friends, and it was black and white, and it was yellow or like something like that, and I was so happy having this phone. And by that time, I mean, I had only one game there. Maybe I could download one song by the Bluetooth or something. And now I have my sister, who is 7 years old. And every time coming back to Russia, when I see her all the time on her iPad, her iPhone, or whatever it is. And I talk to my parents, and I'm saying, like, this is not how it works, you know, because being a marketing student, this is what I research, this is what I basically pay my attention on. And I know that for children in such a young age, it is dangerous to be in social media. You cannot control, even having the channels which are controlled by the parents. Let's say on YouTube you have special room or whatever, where your parents can control whatever the child watches. I mean, even this doesn't help. So that's why every time I come back home, I take all the iPads, all the phones, and I'm like, okay, now my darling, you spend time with me.
So really you would say that is the solution, is to actively get a physical involvement. So a lot of parents will say, okay, I limit my child's use of their social media, but then maybe don't include themselves in their life. It's not enough just to say, don't use your phone. You've got to give an option, no?
That's what is happening. Parents are always on their phones, watching the TV, or I don't know, going through the news online, and then when the child comes, they take off the iPad and be like, don't watch, I don't know, anything on iPad. But then child sits alone in the end of the day, and his father or mother is still online. I mean, this is a really big social problem, which, I don't know, have to be somehow adapted to the world. And I mean,
I just got this idea, and I've got visions of sending Alisa out into Puerto Banús with a camera guy and just grabbing in fragante. All those families are here on holiday, and they're out for dinner, and they're all sitting there
on the phone,
swiping.
yeah. Hello, do you want to talk to me? Get rid of your phone.
What do you want
Let's
for dinner?
have a conversation.
Gossiping over. What do you want for dinner? And you're all at the same
And
table.
you know, there is also a very big problem that I found out. There is a young couple, I mean, guy and the girl, boy and the girl, I don't know, in the age of 25, let's say, being like, as I can see, couple being together. They sit down, and for the whole evening being on their phone, not even talking to each other. I guess they text to each other while sitting, and like, this is what ruins the world, you know. How can you be on a date sitting on your phone? I mean, for me, this is disrespectful. When I see people sitting on the phone when having a dinner with me, I'm like, you know what, you don't want to spend time with me? I mean, go sit on your phone somewhere else. But when it comes to the couples, you know, I think this is more even irritating. Like, how can you
connect?
Do this?
Go online, but keep it real. Alisa, you're doing great. You'll be seeing more of this lovely young lady now she's finished her exam. Going to get her working. Thank you so much, darling.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, hey.